Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Bipolar Talks, your cozy corner for mindful conversations about mental health, self-awareness, and navigating life's ups and downs. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might find it helpful. Let's build a supportive community together. If you've been following along with our series on worry management, you'll know that we've been unpacking the idea of intolerance of uncertainty, basically how much discomfort we feel when we don't know what's coming next. And that discomfort? It's often the engine behind chronic worry. Today, we're diving into a topic that's incredibly relevant in our fast-paced world. 2 ways to build tolerance for uncertainty. Life is full of unknowns, and learning to embrace uncertainty can significantly reduce anxiety and enhance our overall well-being. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's explore this together. Ever find yourself stuck in worry because you don't know how things will turn out? Keep listening. This might help. Understanding intolerance of uncertainty. Before we delve into the strategies, let's understand what intolerance of uncertainty (IU) means. It's a tendency to perceive uncertain situations as stressful and upsetting, leading to anxiety and avoidance behaviors. This mindset can fuel the worry engine, making us feel stuck in a cycle of fear and hesitation. So here's the big picture. When we talk about worry, what we're really talking about is prediction. Worries are just guesses, hypotheses about what might go wrong. And one of the most helpful ways to handle this is through something I like to call a tolerating uncertainty experiment. The idea is simple. Pick a situation where you're feeling uncertain, and instead of avoiding it, lean in. For example, let's say you're avoiding calling a friend because you're afraid they might be upset with you. Have you ever avoided making a decision because you weren't sure of the outcome? Let's explore how to break free from that cycle. Strategy 1. Behavioral exposure to uncertainty. Here's how we set it up. First, you choose your behavior, like making the phone call. Then, you write down what your worry is telling you. They're going to be mad. It'll be awkward. Whatever prediction your mind is making, once you've got your plan and your prediction, you follow through. You make the call. Then, and this part is important, you take notes. What actually happened? Was your friend mad? Were they happy to hear from you? Maybe something totally unexpected happened. No matter the outcome, what you're doing is collecting data. And then you ask, was my worry accurate? That's the whole goal. Seeing how often your worries line up with reality. Imagine you do 100 of these experiments. If 95 of them go badly, well then okay, maybe uncertainty is something to avoid. But what if 95 of them go just fine or even great? Now here's the best part. You don't need to convince yourself logically that uncertainty is safe. You get to experience it. Real lived moments where things turn out just fine. And that changes your relationship with worry in a way that thinking alone just can't. What that tells us is, hey, maybe uncertainty isn't the enemy. Maybe it's just uncertainty. If you've seen that time and time again things turn out okay, your brain starts to chill out. You stop bracing for disaster every time you don't know what's coming. Let me give you a simple metaphor. If every time the weather forecast said rain, and it was actually sunny, you'd stop believing the forecast, right? Same goes for your worry. If your worries keep being wrong, eventually you stop giving them so much power. One effective way to build tolerance for uncertainty is through behavioral exposure, also known as tolerating uncertainty experiments. This involves intentionally engaging in situations that make you uncomfortable due to their unpredictability, allowing you to gather evidence about the actual outcomes versus your fears. For instance, if you're hesitant to call a friend because you fear they might be upset with you, challenge yourself to make that call. Observe what actually happens. Perhaps they're thrilled to hear from you, or maybe they needed your support. To help structure these experiments, consider using a worksheet to outline 1. The behavior you're avoiding. 2. Your prediction of what might happen. 3. The actual outcome after engaging in the behavior. 4. Your reflection on the experience. Can you think of a situation where your fear of the unknown held you back? Let's see how facing it might change your perspective. Strategy 2. Embracing everyday opportunities. The second way is even more natural. Just use the uncertainty that shows up in your day-to-day life. We encounter uncertainty all the time. But most of the time, we don't even notice it. And most of the time, it turns out totally fine. So here's a trick. Tattoo this question to your brain, not literally, of course. If I were more tolerant of uncertainty, what would I do in this situation? Try it out in everyday stuff. Would you order something new at a restaurant? Pick up a call from an unknown number? Speak up in a meeting? Ask someone out? You don't have to act on every opportunity. Just notice them. Just being aware that you're facing uncertainty and choosing to lean into it now and then is like training your brain. You're rewiring your response. Every time you do this, planned or unplanned, you're making what I call a deposit in your tolerating uncertainty bank account. Each time you face the unknown and it turns out okay, your inner bank grows. And one day, when a big uncertainty hits, you'll have something solid to draw from. The second approach involves seizing daily opportunities to practice uncertainty tolerance. Life presents countless moments where outcomes are unpredictable. Trying a new dish, speaking up in a meeting, or starting a conversation with a stranger. Ask yourself, if I were more tolerant of uncertainty, what would I do in this situation? This question encourages you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown, fostering growth and resilience. What small step can you take today to embrace uncertainty? Let's find out together. Building your uncertainty bank. Each time you face uncertainty and things turn out okay, you're making a deposit into your uncertainty bank. Over time, these experiences accumulate, providing you with a reservoir of evidence that you can handle unpredictability. This growing confidence can help you tackle more significant uncertainties with less fear, knowing that you've successfully navigated similar situations before. Imagine the freedom of not being paralyzed by the unknown. Ready to start building your uncertainty bank? Building tolerance for uncertainty is a journey, not a destination. By engaging in behavioral experiments and embracing everyday opportunities, you can gradually shift your mindset and reduce anxiety. Remember, it's okay to seek support along the way. Consulting with mental health professionals can provide personalized strategies and guidance tailored to your experiences. Feeling inspired to take the first step? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Your support helps us continue creating content that fosters understanding and growth. Disclaimer: this video is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider regarding any questions or concerns you may have. Thank you for joining us today on Bipolar Talks. Stay mindful, stay curious, and remember, you have the strength to face uncertainty and thrive. Until next time.